Hi guys, Kelvin here. Welcome back to the TheBitsTribe channel. Today we have Trozk's first video feature on the channel with their integrated charging station featuring 6 AC sockets and a built-in 65 watts multi-USB gun charger that allows you to charge up to 10 devices simultaneously, and several features to mention including RGB lighting. GaN stands for gallium nitride, a material used in semiconductors that produce less heat at higher power draw and delivers better conversion efficiency from your wall AC to DC at higher wattages. Another benefit is more parts can be packed closely together for a compact size hardware. The Punk E-Power comes in various colors such as white, Punk Pink and Cyber Green or transparent green like we have right here. The main body shell right here is made out of polycarbonate plastic shell that has a V0 fire resistance rating. In the event something goes boom, the most you'll see is melted plastic, smell of melted plastic, and there is no fire growing out from your power station. So security right there. Now aside from that, let's talk about the design close up right here. So it looks like a bunch of keycaps popping out from your keyboard right here, and you can see the transparent design with the lower part of the plate right here with gold plated printing of a circuitry. That's not actually a real circuitry. This is just a circuitry design. It just adds to the aesthetics. Right here you have your LED status indicator and your LCD status right here. I'll show in greater detail. When we flip to the front, this is where we have the Trozk logo that is illuminated in white color. We have one decal on the sides right here, as well as two switches. So one is for power and one is to control your RGB effects, where the RGB effects has a diffuser all around the edges right here, marked in that white color opaque material. That's helped with the illumination, glow and spread. So the main highlight definitely is on the right side, two USB-Cs, two USB-A. I'll talk about performance shortly. On the very end right here is just designed with these dotted holes right here. It looks like the mac cheese grated decoration, but not the cheese grated real one. Here you have another decal. Here you have the fuse reset in event this power station goes trippy mode after you overload it. Now, so overall, this one has 6 ACs, 4 USBs right here, so you can charge 10 devices simultaneously at a given time. Now the cables right here, is 1.7 meters long. It is as thick as my other power strip cables, as they're using a thicker gauge cable to sustain higher power loads. And there is indentation on the cables itself, showing that it has, for its core, it has 16 AWG gauge wires as its core right here, and it's rated for 300 volts power pass-through. So I think this is capable enough. So let me show you the ambient glow, LED indicator and the LCD display right here. Before that, let's talk about the ambient glow. So on the very top right here, it's super diffuse, so you don't see much brightness. The brightness actually comes from the bottom diffuser right here. So on the front, you have the Trozk logo. On the bottom right here is where you see the entire RGB diffuser right here. On the bottom right here is really bright, brighter than the top right here. So when you place it on any tabletop or any surface, the glow is around the power station. It tells you where your plugs are in a cute way. Now aside from that, there is also this LED indicator right here that show you the status. So power indicator tells you whether it's on and off. Protection indicator tells you, green tells you it's all good. Red means there is no protection available, use it on your own risk. Bits warning will tell you a few things, like green means you're within operating limits. If it's red blinking or red constant, basically it tells you you're close to overloading, which we tried this and we didn't want to take the risk for it. Now aside from these 3 LED indicators right there, you have this beautiful 1.65 inch LCD display that shows information like currents in amps, voltage, wattage, total power consumptions in kilowatt hour, and many more information. So let's start with the gun bar right here. So the gun bar is moving is because we are charging something on USB. So when you hook something up on USB, the gun bar would move. So if we take it out, eventually it will stay, flat, and means it's not in use. Once you put it back, then the gun bar would move a little bit. Now other than that, you have your SPD information, your protect device bar right here. So when this device bar Basically, when you are using more wattage or current or more power mode to be exact, the bar will actually increase, and when the bar reaches to the end, they will warn you that you are close to the limit. So the information right here also cycles every few seconds right here. So you have your amperage, you have your voltage, you have your wattage next. So one thing about the amperage reading just now, it only shows in single figures, not in decimal place. So to see the amperage kick in, you have to use like 240 watts and above to see the amperage figure moving. And one thing I like about this power station right here is you can see the kilowatt hours usage. And if you want to reset the kilowatt hour usage, basically you have to press the reset button on the power button itself to reset the figure. That will tell you how much power you are running, maybe per week, per month on your gaming setup. So a lot of this useful information that is provided in the LCD screen. Now aside from that, there are also protections built in like short circuit protection, electrostatic protection, overcurrent protection, over voltage protection, and anti-surge feature right here. So what we have at hand is the American version of the charging station that supports up to 1625 watts sustained load based on Trozk internal rating. Based on my test, I use a few hardwares to try to push up to that limit. I have my gaming PC that takes about 960 watts in total. Then I max out the USB ports on the side, try to get another 60 watts. Then I also charge my power banks and power stations right here. I have a Bluetooth EB55 that is a 500 watt hour power station. I have my Anchor power banks, my Sharky power banks. I was forcing this power station to go as high as possible, and the comfortable zone I found was about 1550 watts sustained load. And it performs very well. And I was a little bit greedy and I hooked it up to my water boiler just to have my coffee brew in the morning with a Harrier V60 to have fresh brew in the morning. Oh man, chaos almost erupted. Red color warning light was blinking or just like showing me. It was blinking green, red because it's like spiking a little bit. Then the protect device just shot up to the maximum bar on the very end right here. Then it became Ultraman, literally Ultraman. You know when Ultraman goes down after enemy hit him 1-2 times, then his blinkers start to blinking. Man, there was red color warning glow around this top right here on the bottom right here. That tells me that really it peaked to about 1006 plus. I didn't see the wattage reading here because I was a little bit in a panic mode, but it's good that they have like multi-layer warning to tell you that something's up. Tone down the wattage, the power, and you're good to go. So my recommendation, if you're using this power station, use it below 1500 watts and below for longevity reasons, sustain time frame. I think that will be fine. So let's jump into the 65 watt gun charger aspect of the power station right here. Each USB-C port right here supports power delivery 3.0 standards and is rated for 65 watt output charging on each port right here. When using one port, we managed to get 70 watts and 70 watts each, which is better than advertised. Each USB-A port right here supports Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0 and is rated for 22.5 watts output charging each. We managed to get 28 watt each, which is better than advertised. I also tried multi-port charging on 2 ports and more. Here are the results as follow. I'll put the subtitles below so you can also keep track. Now both USB-C ports right here is rated for 65 watts output charging. We managed to get at 63 watts, which is slightly lower than advertised. When using both USB-A's right here is rated at 15 watts maximum output. We managed to get 25 watts, which is better than advertised. When using one USB-C, either one of them, and one USB-A, either one of them, the total rated output is 63 watts. We also get 63 watts actual, which is advertised. Now when using both USB-C ports and either one of the USB-A port is rated for 58 watts. We managed to get 59 watts, which is slightly better than advertised. Now when using all 4 ports right here, it is rated for a maximum output of 65 watts. We managed to get 56 watts maximum, which is unfortunate, but it's still quite high charging speeds. So here's the summary. The power station right here fits my needs because I'm basically charging up my M2 Pro, M1 Pro, my power stations, my power banks, and game on my gaming PC occasionally, not always. So my consumption is about 1500 watts there. So again, you do need to see what hardware you are about to run, and you combine all the total wattages. There's always a power rating for each devices. Accumulate those figures, add on, and find the suitable power station. In my case, my usage is about 1005. I just add on a little bit of 100 watt spacing. This unit is suitable for me. Now, in the future version, I would like to see the same 6 sockets, the same gun charger right here, maybe up to 100 watts. More USB-C ports will be amazing, but more importantly, I want more brighter RGB glow on the top, maybe better diffusion on top, and even more brighter glow on the bottom, because even in dim situation, the glow is very gentle, very humble. I want it strong and bright. And maybe in a future version, they would have an app. The app that controls the lightings, can do all the weird lighting effects like maybe static or rainbow or whatever, like those our gaming keyboards, our gaming fans, our gaming motherboards, etc. And in the app, there is also tracking ability. See your total wattage consumption in terms of day, week or month, so we can actually check, okay, how much our aquarium is taking the power. If you're gaming during the winter, how much is taking a lot of power, how much is the consumption in summer. That kind of information is good for us geeks, because the people who are buying this are into design, into these geeky features, and having more geeky features makes this appealing right here. Maybe they can combine efforts with Tuya app, because Tuya app also have a socket that you can on and off via Bluetooth, via Wi-Fi, and even track power consumption. So something to consider about. Maybe in the future they can also make a smaller version with the integrated 65 watt gun charger minus the LCD, just put the LED, and having 4 AC power strip type. That would also be amazing. And I would say using this for a week plus right here, I'm very happy, very comfortable, and I didn't know that my usage was so high to a point it became Ultraman and blinking red to me and telling me, hey, everything is high, everything is red, Kelvin, toned it down. I like that feature, and that would be good for people who is clumsy like me, who just put and don't bother about safety and overloading. This power station right here kind of helped me. So would I recommend this? Definitely. I'll put the purchase link in the video description. Comment below, what do you think about this geeky cyberpunk feel vibe type of design and features in the comments below. And all I can say, Trozk did a good job in creating this power station. They know what they are doing because they are in the market for several years right now. And good to see that they are making products for the American market. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.